Welcome everyone watching from home. We are live from the Ellesmere Port Sports Arena for tonight's matchup. Bristol Flyers are in town against Cheshire Phoenix. I'm Richard McNutt with Phil Brandreth.
Yeah, good evening everyone.
So we'll talk about the games on Friday first. We'll start with Bristol. They played Newcastle and lost their first game of the season. They struggled from the three-point line, shooting 13%, 4 for 29, which is not like them at all. They've started very hot at the beginning of the season. They sit second in the league. Cheshire, on the other hand, went down to London and had a very strong performance. We're in the game for the majority of the game, all three quarters. The fourth quarter, they just couldn't stick with London. But a very promising performance, and I'm sure they'll be hoping to match that energy for tonight's game. So we'll go through the team rosters now. So the standout name there is Marcus Evans, of course, played for Bristol last season. So he'll be making his return to play against his ex-team and ex-coach. He'll know everything about this team inside out. So we'll be looking for him to make an impact on the game. And of course, we've also got Maceo Jack. It's his debut, a home debut. He only played sort of 15 minutes against London, so he'll be looking to make an impact on the team, and I'm sure he'll be looking to have a strong debut, his first home game. Of course, then you see Larry Austin Jr. in the backcourt with Marcus Evans, looking to really start a strong partnership in the backcourt. Looks like it could be a promising backcourt for the rest of the season, and one of the strongest in the league. Looking at the Bristol Flyers, we've obviously got VJ King, who leads them in points and rebounds, so he's clearly the heart of the team. Also Mike Miller, who I believe is third in assists in the league, so he's clearly pulling all the strings for Bristol Flyers. Any other standout names there, Phil?
Well, we're missing Ollison this evening. He's got a hand injury, so he's not playing, he's not kitted up today.
Yeah, that's a great point, yeah. Okay, so earlier we caught up with Coach Kapoulis. Let's see what he has to say about the game.
Andreas, a quick turnaround today after Friday's game against Cheshire Phoenix. What are your thoughts going into this afternoon's action?
Yeah, as to say, it's a very quick turnaround. We went through our prep like we always do. It's a tough game. You know, there's no easy games in the BBL. We've said that before, especially back-to-back away games. Cheshire had a good game on Friday. They were right there in the fourth quarter against London Lions. You know, they have some quality players, experience in the BBL. It's going to be a tough physical challenge for sure.
A mixed start to their season, as you say. What is it that they've done so well on the court this season so far?
Yeah, I mean, they're aggressive. I mean, offensively, they're just attacking either on the first side of the floor in transition, or they show patience and execute well out of their actions. Offensive rebounding, they've got some great rebounding presence out there, and they defend well. They play well as a team, and I think for us, we'll have to play together for 40 minutes, and we've got to be physical and handle other throws.
Some key personnel out there on the court, plenty of players that can get hot, including, of course, Marcus Evans, so I imagine you know very well.
Yeah, I mean, you feel it on the nail. They have a lot of threats out there, great interior presence, and Marcus can get hot, and he can score, create for them. Austin, he can score, create for them. You know, multiple threats out there. So, you know, we just got to be very concentrated on the defensive end. It starts with defense, and from there we can flow into our offense and just create good opportunities. But for me, defense is got to be very important, defensive rebounding.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
So I thought it was interesting there that Coach Kapoulis talks about Cheshire being aggressive offensively, a philosophy that clearly Bristol follow also. They're first in rebounds in the entire league. And they're also first in three-point attempts, so they clearly like to get the ball down the floor and get it up early in transition and shoot that three-point shot.
Yeah, definitely. Bristol have had a long trip as well, so Chester have got to attack this from early on. Yeah. They're going to be tired from the journey.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
So Maceo Jack being introduced. This is her, like Rich said before, home debut. Athletic guard.
Yeah.
He only arrived this week, so hopefully he's not too fatigued.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be looking to make an impact. I thought he looked promising in the London game, so hopefully we'll see more of him this game and see what he can do.
Absolutely.
I caught up earlier with Coach Thomas, so let's see what he had to say before the game. So, Coach Thomas, what did you think of the game on Friday?
A really positive performance. I thought for 30 minutes we were really, really good. I do think that we yet to see a full 40-minute performance out of ourselves. So, hoping today that we can build on that. But yeah, Friday there were a lot of positives to take from it.
Okay. Is everyone fit and healthy for today's game?
Yeah, obviously a couple of people a bit beaten up. Obviously a long road trip. We didn't get back till early hours yesterday morning, but good session yesterday, watching film and shoot around. So yeah, everyone's ready to go.
So a big game today against an informed Bristol Flyers. What are the keys to the game today?
They're a very good team, very versatile. They have a lot of length. They switch a lot of screens. So our offensive execution has to be really good. Our pick and roll defense, they run a lot of actions out of pick and roll, and we've got to control the boards. This is a team that control the boards most games. So it's going to be a real tough physical battle. But if we do all those things, we can definitely get a good result.
So as we heard from Coach Thomas there, I think the biggest key for Cheshire is going to be matching Bristol's energy. Like he said, they had a long journey back from London, got home in the early hours of Saturday morning. So they're really going to have to come out strong and match Bristol's energy, a team that really attack the boards, really attack you defensively, and we can expect them to bring a lot of energy to the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to have to be from the jump ball. They're going to have to attack. Both teams are going to be fatigued from the long journeys that they've had on Friday night, but hopefully they're fresh. They've rested well yesterday, and they can just go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Jamel Anderson there in the shot, who's had a really strong start to the season. I'm sure Coach Thomas will be hoping he's on his A game today.
Yeah, definitely. His off-season was great with the Commonwealth Games and also the GB camp all summer. So he's coming to camp this year really fresh and really game ready.
So let's take a look at the fixtures around the league today. We've got a lot of games today. So we've got Plymouth and Surrey there, which already tipped off. London and Manchester, which will be a fantastic matchup. Then we've got Sheffield and Newcastle. Last time they played was live on Sky Sports. Both teams showing what they can do defensively, and I'm sure that'll be another close game. Leicester and Caledonia, another fantastic game there. Leicester will be certainly looking to try and climb up the ranks and get back at the top of the table. And of course we've got live here Cheshire and Bristol. So just looking at the live scores now. We're into the third quarter with the London and Manchester game. London are up by 4 points, so that's a close game as expected. So keep an eye on that one. We've got half time with Sheffield and Newcastle. Sheffield are up by 12 points, and Caledonia and Leicester into the second quarter, and that's another tight one. 1 point between them, Leicester 28-27. The kids are ready to go. They've got their foam hands waving, looking for them to make some noise today. And it looks like the players are just getting ready now to come out on court and get ready for the tip. Just to mention, anyone who's watching from home, we've got a little bit of a technical difficulty with the score, so we will be updating you live with the score. I'll leave that job to Phil, my trusty right-hand man, to update you all with that.
So both teams coming to the court now.
Bristol starting with Delpesh at centre and looking like they'll use the other 4 to stretch the floor. Chester starting with Big Mike at the 5, Tarjay at the 4, Jamel Anderson at the 3, and then of course that backcourt we spoke about earlier, Evans and Austin Jr. at the 1 and 2.
So Teague and Delpesh with a jump ball.
Bristol take the tip, Delpesh wins it. Delpesh on the 3-point line. Miller, great pass to Delpesh.
Phoenix ball.
Out of bounds.
That's one thing you got to look for with Evans. He's going to play full court defence for the whole time he's on the floor, so that's going to be a great bonus to the Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be wanting to take Miller out the game with his passing ability and his ability to see the floor. Austin Jr. bringing the ball up. Evans now, number 7. Jamel, great penetration. Great finish from Jamel Anderson. The first point of the game. 2-0 Cheshire Phoenix. Marcus Evans, like you said, Phil, already pressuring the ball, trying to get them out of their offence. Delpesh, Big Michael leave him there. Bristol moving the ball, looking for the good shot. That's a 3-point shot.
It's good with both teams making the first shots of the game as well. That's going to improve the confidence.
Thomas Bell there making his first shot of the game for free. That's 3-2 to Bristol. Well, almost a turnover, managed to keep it going. That's a great pass, great penetration, great pass. Blocked by Bristol. Fantastic defence from Bristol, and that's what Bristol will do. They will swarm the ball, they'll try and make blocks, they'll try and make steals, and they'll try and get out in transition.
Definitely, both teams are definitely hungry for this win tonight.
Yeah. Sidelines out of ball, Evans takes the ball. Tarjay on the 3-point line, who caught fire against London in the third quarter. I think he was 4 for 4 from 3, so I'm sure he'll be looking to shoot the ball again tonight.
And that's one thing Bristol's going to have to do. They're going to have to respect his outside
Bell
shot.
with an and one. So that's 5 quick points for Bell already, and they're going to have to try and do something there, Cheshire, to try and get him out of his rhythm. He's going to go to the foul line to shoot 1.
So Flyers at the moment are winning 5-2, 8:29 on the clock. So Bristol are full court pressing now, it seems.
Putting pressure on Cheshire already during the game. It's 2 turnovers there in quick succession. And another one there, another turnover from Teague. So that's Bristol ball.
It's still 5-2 to the Flyers.
Cheshire making a sub. Will Neighbour coming into the game for Tarjay. Will Neighbour, who's been around the BBL for a long time, he knows the league very well, and he'll look to stretch the floor for Cheshire. Sidelines had a ball for Bristol. Miller bringing the ball up, pressured by Evans. Ocherobia staying off Delpesh there on the 3-point line. And Larry Aston Jr. doing what he does best, putting pressure on. And he's forced the turnover there.
Great hustle by Larry. That's what he'll do for the whole game as well, just like Evans. He's going to full court press and he's going to play tough D. I think that's one of the reasons why Ben Thomas brought him back this year.
Yeah, him and Evans will put pressure on all game and try and force turnovers. Pick and roll high here for Larry Austin Jr. They move the ball on the 3-point line. Jamel Anderson open for 3. No good.
Great hustle by Big Mike.
Offensive rebound for Cheshire. They get another shot at this. Evans for 3. No good. And that's something Cheshire need to really build on, is their 3-point shooting and try and knock down those open shots. As they go, Bristol go inside to Delpesh, and that's a strong left-hand finish with Delpesh.
That makes it 7-2 to the Flyers with 7:20 left in the first quarter.
Again, Bristol full court pressing Evans, trying to bring the ball up, trying to disrupt Cheshire, trying to get them out of their offence early and take some time off the shot clock. Jamel turns down the 3-point shot. High pick and roll for Marcus Evans. Turnaround jump shot for Evans. That's a fantastic shot from Evans. Turnaround fadeaway jump shot as the shot clock was ticking down. That's a great take.
He's got a great mid-range shot. I mean, if the clock's running down, you'd be confident with the ball in his hands.
That's a great pass to Delpesh. Delpesh finishes, and that's too easy in the paint for Bristol.
Evans drives and one.
And one for Marcus Evans. And he looks sharp to start the game here.
That makes the score now 9-6 to the Flyers.
Marcus Evans will go to the foul line here to shoot one.
Just on the replay, it's a great drive. Draws the contact.
Fantastic.
Makes the basket.
And that's something that him and Larry are both very good at, is getting into the paint and finishing in contact.
100%.
Make it look much easier than it actually is.
Evans misses the free throw. But he gets his hustle, gets the rebound back.
No good on the 3-point shot.
Austin with the steal, passes to Neighbour. Evans is going to try and slow it down and reset again. Great hustle from the Phoenix.
High pick and roll from Michael Tarobia. Will Neighbour for free.
Good.
And that's automatic for Will Neighbour.
Neighbour ties the game up. Score now is 9-9 apiece. There's 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Huge 3-pointer by Will Neighbour.
Almost a steal there from Jamel. It's good defence from Cheshire. They've really picked up the intensity here on defence also.
So it's going to be a Flyers inbound. Mike Miller to inbound it. Again, tough defence by Marcus Evans.
Mike Miller here, looking always to pass.
Shot clock running down.
And that's great defence. That's great defence from Cheshire there. And that's a shot clock violation. So here's the replay of Will Neighbour's free. Fantastic pass from Marcus Evans. Court vision straight to Will. Knocks it down for free.
And that's what Bristol are going to have to do. They're going to have to respect his shot, because if he starts hitting early, it's going to be a problem.
Jamel now on the ball screen. It's a great pass from Jamel into Big Mike. Foul called.
Ocharobia to the line for 2 shots. Oh no, end line.
And both teams already looking to get their opposition into that high pick and roll and see what the defence is giving them. And then it's either going to be a 3-point shot or straight inside to the big man.
Smith just checks in the game. It's a Phoenix ball.
Another pick and roll.
Harry Austin drawing contact there, but there's no call. So the score still is Phoenix have 9 and Flyers have 9 with 5:15 left in the first quarter.
And I think Larry has been called for a foul there. Cheshire looking to make some changes.
So Maceo Jack coming into the game for the first time. Larry Austin taking a break.
So Maceo Jack with his home debut looking to make an impact on the team.
It's another athletic player coming into the game now, so look for him to attack in the basket.
Bristol moving the ball around the 3-point line. And that's another huge 3-point shot from Bell there. So that's 12-9 for Bristol. And from my maths, which isn't great, I think Bell is on 8 points already. Yep, so I can confirm that Bell is on 8 points already. So
Neighbour with the ball inside.
Neighbour looking to back down.
So watch out for his turnaround here.
And a fantastic turnaround fadeaway jump shot. And Will Neighbour already making an impact on the game with 5 points. And that's a quick 3-point shot from Bristol. came up short. Marcus Evans on the ball now. Another high pick and roll. Knocked out of bounds, Cheshire ball.
So score now is 12-11 to the Flyers. 4 minutes 11 left in the first quarter. So Bell's gone to the bench. So Jack to inbound.
Pick and roll with Neighbour and Evans.
If I'm the Phoenix, I'm looking for Neighbour right now.
Yeah, he's got the hot
Especially with the mismatch in the post.
There he is. They've gone right back to him. And Neighbour with a right hand hook shot. A quick 7 points, and Will Neighbour is on fire right now.
That's what we mentioned at the start of the game. If he gets hot, he's going to be a problem.
And that's a moving pick for Bristol. Offensive foul. Cheshire ball. And as expected, Phil, this is end to end already. It's going to be a close game.
Definitely.
Bristol look like they're in a zone press here. Cheshire looking to take advantage, and Jamel Anderson does for a fantastic layup, and that's a great take.
So timeout for Bristol.
Coach Kapoulis doesn't look very happy with his players there. So the score for you at home is 15 to Cheshire and 12 to Bristol. So 15-12 to Cheshire. Oh, there we go, there's a live image for you there.
So leading the way for the Phoenix is Will Neighbour with 7 points. And for Bristol, it's Bell with 8 points.
And Will Neighbour there, who I think him himself would admit he's been struggling with his shot a little bit at the start of the season, has really come out on fire here, and he's 3 for 3 with 7 points.
Definitely. If I was the Phoenix, I'll definitely be looking for him on this first play out of this timeout.
So let's take a look at the last 4 plays. There's Will Neighbour's first point of the game, a nice free, and then he backs down the smaller defender for that turnaround fadeaway.
It's a great move.
And then straight back inside with the smaller matchup for the right hand hook. And here was Bristol's zone press, it looked like, and Jamel Anderson took advantage for an easy layup. Players are coming back out onto the court.
So the score still is 15. Well, the Phoenix have 15 points, Flyers have 12, 3:39 left in the first quarter. I think if I was the Phoenix as well, I'll be trying to attack the Flyers now, try and get them in the penalty.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So Phoenix with the full court press.
Phoenix come out with the pressure straight away. Jamel Anderson, a great on-board defender there, putting pressure on Miller, trying to take him out of the offence.
King wide open now for
King for free, no good.
Great hustle by Evans.
Scramble for the rebound, Bristol ball.
That was great hustle there from Marcus Evans. I don't think he's stopped running, has he, since he started? Well, Miller inbounds the ball.
Bristol 3-point shot, no good. Big great. Mike with the rebound. And Cheshire come down. It's a great crossover from Evans into the paint. Just can't finish. Fantastic handles from Evans there.
So Watson-Gale brings the ball up. Over to Miller.
Foul called on Maceo Jack. It's going to be a sideline ball for Bristol.
So that's his first.
The score is still 15-12 to Cheshire.
2:58 left in the first.
And that's great deep from Cheshire.
Tough drive by Mahan.
And Mahan's lost the ball there. It's going to be out of bounds for Cheshire ball.
So Daniels coming into the game for Anderson for the first time.
Lloyd Daniels checks in. Jamel Anderson goes out.
Daniels, another player that you need to respect his shot.
Another shooter on the floor for Cheshire there, Phil. I was going to say the same thing. They'll be looking to create setting screens for Lloyd Daniels here, coming off the screen now. Cheshire Jack on the ball.
Need something.
Looking for Neighbour inside. And look for this turnaround jump shot.
Foul, great.
Foul called. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 there. And if you're Bristol there, Phil, the shot clock's coming down. They've got 2 seconds left on the clock. It's a tough shot for Will to shoot that over a defender. You don't want to foul there.
Absolutely.
Put him on the line for 2. So just for you at home now, we've got Cheshire 15 and Bristol 12.
2:29 left in the first quarter.
Will Neighbour goes to the line to shoot 2.
Makes his first.
Will Neighbour shooting 75% from the line this season. Makes both.
So those 2 free throws bring the Phoenix score up to 17. Flyers still have 14.
Lloyd Daniels pressuring the ball. And Samuels
gives it up to Watson-Gale. It's a foul called.
And number 7, Marcus Evans. That's his first foul.
So both teams are on 4 fouls. 2 minutes 15 left in the first quarter.
Samuels looking to get into the paint. That's a great drive.
Great drive, yeah. Good hustle by Neighbour. He stood out of bounds.
End line ball, Bristol. And the score is 17 to Cheshire, 14 to Bristol.
So Evans going to have a rest. Bell's back in for Bristol.
Bell with the hot hand, checks back in. Well, maybe not. Maybe there's a problem with the sub. No, Bell's coming in. He's already on 8 points. He'll be looking to get the ball in his hands, and Bristol will be looking for him.
Yeah. Mahan to inbound. Straight to Bell.
Smith now. Watson-Gale looking to penetrate.
Great block that good Mike. Goaltending now.
Goaltending. Fantastic block from Mike, but he was just a little bit too late and got called for the goaltending. Here we are again on the replay. The ball
must have touched the backboard.
Must have touched the backboard because it looked like it was still on the way up to me.
So into the final 2 minutes of the first quarter here. 17 to the Phoenix, 16 to the Flyers.
Cheshire looking to move the ball. Cheshire Jack on the penetration. Looked like he might have been blocked there on the shot. Came up short.
I thought it looked like a foul.
Smith with the short jump shot, no good off the backboard.
Rebound by Austin.
Cheshire advanced quickly, looking to take advantage of the defence not being in place. Lloyd Daniels can't convert, and Smith comes down with the rebound. Bristol looking to go on the attack.
Going into the final minute of the first quarter, still 17-16 to the Phoenix.
And they're really starting to look inside at the moment, Bristol, into Smith. It's another turnover for Bristol. That's Cheshire basketball.
Yep.
And the score is Cheshire 17, Bristol 16, with just under a minute to go. And the pressure again here, Phil, from Bristol.
Yeah, it's
really trying to disrupt the offence and take some time off the clock on Cheshire's offence.
I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Cheshire looking to go inside. It's a risky pass. Cheshire managed to keep hold of the ball. Another turnover. Smith with the
good
turnover again.
Neighbour. Larry Austin driving to the basket. Gets contact. He'll go and rebound and makes it for 2.
And he's so good at that, Phil. Larry Austin following his own shot, getting his own rebound and going up again quickly.
Yeah, super athletic. So the last 20 seconds of the first quarter, it's 19 to the Phoenix, 16 to the Flyers.
Watson-Gale on the ball under pressure from Lloyd Daniels. And Bristol looking to take the last shot of the quarter here.
7.
Watson-Gale for 3.
Offensive foul.
Offensive screen set from Bristol.
Fouls on Smith.
Cheshire ball, and Cheshire with just over 5 seconds left will get the last shot of the game here and look to convert.
That's Smith's second foul. He goes to the bench.
And Bristol already with a full court pressure. Larry Austin looking to go downhill straight to the rack. He gets there and he just misses the layup. Just misses the layup there, Larry Austin Jr. So that is 19 to Cheshire and 16 to Bristol as we end the first quarter here.
It's a great start for the Phoenix.
So let's have a look at some first quarter highlights here. We'll start with Cheshire. Marcus Evans getting into the paint and that fantastic turnaround fadeaway jump shot. Very tough shot to make.
Yeah, his mid-range is really good. He's also
Evans again with the and one, absorbing the contact and finishing the layup strong. And here's now number 88, Will Neighbours, first three of the game.
Yeah.
And then into his turnaround jump shot here.
Will Neighbour leading the Phoenix with 9 points. Shooting 100% from the field. I think one notable thing is Big Mike's played the whole first quarter, so it's the little things that he does as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ben will be looking to get real good minutes out of Big Mike here in this game. Bristol's big men are very active on the boards, very active defensively, and they'll need Big Mike to step up and defend them. There's Larry Austin Jr.'s offensive rebound off his own shot and the putback.
So, still issues with the score. Still 19 to the Phoenix, 16 to the Flyers.
Delpesh there with the left hand hook. He's been active so far, and then a lovely pass there into Delpesh for the easy finish.
So starting the second quarter for the Phoenix, we've got Larry Austin, Lloyd Daniels, Will Neighbour, Teague and Jack. So Big Mike gets his rest. If you're Ben Thomas, Rich, what have you been saying in the end of the first quarter?
Well, I think Cheshire must be happy with their intensity and their energy. They've tried to control the boards. They've kept Bristol off the boards reasonably well. They've been getting some offensive rebounds. So I think Coach Thomas will be happy with that first quarter performance.
Absolutely.
And in terms of Bristol, I think they'll be coming out looking to keep the pressure on and trying to disrupt Chester's offense as much as possible. Will Neighbour here now catches, shoots at his first miss of the game. Samuel's bringing the ball up for Bristol now.
Guarded by Daniels. So Flyers looking for a score, Miller.
That's a fantastic pass from Miller into Delpesh, and that left hook again. Delpesh converts.
Makes the score 19 to the Phoenix, 18 to the Flyers.
I think that's 6 personal now for Delpesh, so he's having a great start to the game also. Reaching. Foul called on the ball. Watson Gale there just caught reaching in. Sidelines out of bounds for Cheshire. And the score is 19 to Cheshire, 18 to Bristol.
That's the thing Bristol are going to have to watch out for, that pick and pop.
Yeah, especially while Will Neighbour's making his shots. And here we go again with the smaller matchup on Will Neighbour into that turnaround jump shot. No good. Larry Austin Jr.
Offensive foul.
Looked like he had the offensive rebound, but he's been called for a pushing foul.
It's gone over the back of the Bristol player. Marcus Evans comes back into the game. Larry Austin unfortunately has to go to the bench.
Larry Austin with 2 fouls. Coach Thomas won't want him to get a third before the half, so he'll take him out and Evans will come on.
So again, Phoenix with the full court press.
Daniels pressuring Samuels here, trying to force the turnover.
Miller to the basket.
It's a fantastic take from Miller. Great penetration into the paint and manages to convert a tough layup there. That makes the score 20 to Bristol and 19 to Cheshire.
There's 8 minutes 20 left in the second quarter.
Lloyd Daniels left wide open on the three-point line, manages to get to the basket. It's a fantastic take from Lloyd Daniels with the right-hand layup. Cheshire 21, Bristol 20. Bristol look to go inside to Delpesh. With the left hook, no good. Rebound from Marcus Evans. Cheshire advance the ball up into the half court. Teague turns down the three-point shot.
It's one thing Bristol are going to have to do. They have to respect Teague's shot as well, like we saw in London on Friday night.
Yeah, and Cheshire have got both of their 4 and 5, 2 shooters on the floor, so Bristol are going to have to.
Great.
And Lloyd Daniels posts up the smaller defender and converts the layup. Bristol coming down now into the paint. Looks like a good block from Will Neighbour.
Loose
Scrambling for the ball.
Out of bounds. Phoenix ball.
End line ball for Cheshire. And here's the replay of Lloyd Daniels' play here. Just backs down the smaller defender and straight up for the layup. Smart play from Daniels there.
2 great back-to-back plays by Lloyd. So Anderson's back in the game for Jack. Flyers still in the full court press.
And just for you at home there, the score is Cheshire 23, Bristol 20, with just under 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Evans advances the ball, picks the ball up, and Bristol
Great defense by the
immediately
Flyers.
put the pressure on. Cheshire into another pick and roll high. Find down.
Stood out of bounds.
And a pass that was maybe a little bit too high for Lloyd Daniels and stepped out of bounds on the catch. Bristol ball. So the score stays Cheshire 23, Bristol 20. Bell looking to isolate. Can't convert the layup. Tough layup. It's a scramble for the ball. Bristol come out with it. Delpesh
Got to make that.
Can't make the left-hand hook. Another offensive rebound for Bristol, and this is something Bristol will do all game, Phil, is try and crash those boards and try and get as many attempts in an offense as possible.
100%.
Bristol are first in the league in rebounds per game, and they will continue to crash those boards all game.
You can see why.
As the opposition fatigues, they will carry on doing that, and hopefully their plan is to try and get as many attempts in an offense as possible.
So Evans trying to set up the play for the Phoenix. Gives it to Anderson.
Well, Anderson for a
Great shot
fantastic
fake.
pump fake with the floating over. Oh, Tarjay Teague with the putback slam dunk. Fantastic play from Tarjay.
Bristol coming straight back at the Phoenix now, looking to.
Bell now. Tarjay's got a tough matchup there against Bell, a smaller defender, someone who can really take the ball off the dribble. So Tarjay's going to have to move his feet there and not try and get into foul trouble. Here's another look at Tarjay Teague's putback slam. Jamel Anderson with a great pump fake. Goes for the floater, doesn't get it, and Tarjay with a fantastic follow. And just flushes it back.
Great follow. But Bristol do need to box out.
Bristol with the score there, Phoenix 25, Bristol 22, with just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Knocked out of bounds at the Phoenix end line. So Daniels to inbound.
Roby with the catch. Back into the hands of Marcus Evans.
Shot clock's running low. Evans to the basket. No good.
Can't take the tough layup. Good penetration there from Evans.
Bristol attacking.
Can't make the layup.
Over to Miller.
Miller for the easy lay in there.
and makes the score to Phoenix have 25, Flyers have 24.
So 1 point game here. With 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Jamel slows it down. Back to Evans. Phoenix needs something off this offense. Evans drives to the basket wide open. And one
play from Marcus Evans there. Fantastic laying.
Great take by Evans there.
Again, great penetration from Marcus Evans. Manages to get into the paint. Finds the defence out of position for the foul and one. Here's a look at the replay.
That's what you're going to get every time though. He loves to draw the contact and he puts his body on the line on every offense.
Yeah, and he's great at finishing there in the traffic.
Definitely.
And a good pick there from Big Mike. I mean, that's what he's on the floor to do. He's a very strong body there to set high pick and rolls, and that's tough for the defence to guard.
So Evans at the line for one. Just under 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Cheshire 27, Bristol Flyers 24. 3-point game.
I think both teams know this is a must-win game. Yep. Bristol pushing near the top of the table, and obviously Phoenix want to get as close as they can to the top.
Marcus Evans converts the foul line from the foul line. Cheshire 28, Bristol 24.
So Watson Gale trying to set something up.
Another high pick and roll here with Bell. They're looking to go to Bell. Being guarded by Cherobia. They'll be looking to take advantage of that. Floater. Watson Gale there. That's a lovely floater off the backboard for two. Cheshire 28, Bristol 26.
So Anderson, Teague,
great
Daniels
skip pass
three.
from Teague. Lloyd Daniels knocks down the 3-point shot, and that's a fantastic pass from Tajay Teague there. Skip pass across court. Lloyd Daniels knocks down the easy three.
It's great ball movement, takes Daniels to 7 points. And that's what he needs. He's another confident shooter. He hits his first few, he's going to be trouble.
3-point attempt, way short on that attempt.
Anderson with the rebound.
And the score here is 31 to Cheshire, 26 to Bristol as Evans advances the ball. And they're looking to go inside.
To Big Mike.
It's a great steal. King on the ball.
Foul by Jamel. Stopping the play.
Jamel. And that's a smart foul from Jamel there, Phil. He stopped the fast break, stopped the transition, and now they've got to get into the half-court set and work harder for it.
And that's only his first foul as well, so it's a good foul to give.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Watson Gale to inbound the ball, looking for Miller.
Jamel straight
heavily guarded by Jamel.
And you can already see here, Phil, the defensive pressure from both teams.
Absolutely.
The turnovers are high, the pressure's high, and both teams struggling to try and get into any sort of rhythm.
Yeah. So Anderson trying to slow it down, looks for Daniels.
Inside to Big Mike,
another mismatch. Oh, Big Mike rolls over. Over to Evans for three.
Oh, in and out from Evans. It was a good look from Evans there, couldn't convert.
Bristol coming straight back down with Watson Gale. Thought about the shot. Still thinking about it.
Almost a turnover there.
Big Mike with the foul, he was trying not to foul there.
Foul in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Just for the people at home, the scores to Phoenix 31, Flyers are 26 with 2 minutes 57 left in the second quarter.
And Cheshire make a substitution here. Will Neighbour with the hot hand looking to come back in for Tajay Teague.
Phoenix on 14 fouls, Bristol on 2. So King at the line for 2 shots. Misses his first.
King looking to make 1 for 2. And makes the second.
That brings the score to 31 to the Phoenix, 28 to the Flyers.
Phoenix looking to break the press here. Inside to Otorobia. Tough shot. Turnaround hook shot, no good from Mike Otorobia.
Very rare he misses those, that's his go-to shot.
And Bristol looking to take advantage.
King looking to attack again.
Great block by Big Mike. Huge block there from Otzarobia.
Great help side defence there from Big Mike.
So just a correction there on the score. The score is 31 to Cheshire and 27 to Bristol. Bell with the ball on the 3-point line, looking to take advantage of a slower mismatch here, being guarded by Otzarobia. Foul called on Mike, and that's a tough matchup.
Another quick foul, isn't it? Ben Thomas is going to be forced to make a sub.
And Bristol have got a very small 5 out here, playing Bell at the 4 and 5 and King at the 4 and 5, which is a tough matchup, and Coach Thomas recognises that immediately, takes Otzarobia out the game.
He's got 2 fouls too, so I'm sure he'll be wanting to save him for the second half.
Maceo Jack comes in and he'll be playing the 4. They'll push Will Neighbour to the 5, and that really helps the matchups now with Bristol playing the smaller lineup.
And Landolfi has checked in for the Flyers, first time this evening.
Bell makes the first. And the second, so that's 2 for 2 from Bell from the free throw line. And the score now is 31 to Cheshire, 29 to Bristol, so we've got a 2-point game. And neither team can seem to break away from one another here.
Daniels trying to drive to the
press on
basket.
from Bristol.
Brings it back out to reset, over to Evans. Shot clock's running down, 5 seconds left. 4.
Evans looking to isolate, getting to the
2.
paint.
Again, drives to the basket.
No good. Coach Thomas is pleading for basket
Bristol on the way back.
action there.
Landolfi for 3. Doesn't go in and out.
Offensive rebound again for Bristol.
Great hustle by Bristol on the offensive end.
No good on the layup. Jamel Anderson with the big rebound, looking to slow things down and get him into the half court.
So a 2-point game going into the last minute, 40 seconds.
Foul called there on Landolfi.
It's his first.
And Cheshire now looking to go inside at the bigger matchup with Will Neighbour, looking to take advantage of those smaller defenders, Phil.
Yep. Yeah, Will's definitely got the height advantage on all the players on the Flyers court at the minute. So timeout from the Phoenix. Score still is 31 to the Phoenix, 29 to the Flyers. A minute and a half left in the second quarter.
And that was an interesting 5 there for Bristol. They went with the much smaller lineup, trying to force mismatches on offense and trying to really pressure on defense and get out in the transition. And just instantly recognised that, taking Mike Otzarobia out the game and putting in the smaller lineup to match that smaller Bristol lineup.
Absolutely. Last thing you want to do is get Big Mike in 3 fouls. He'll be restricted in the second half then, so it's definitely a smart move by Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. As the teams now will make their way back onto the court.
So Bell leading the Flyers with 14 points. And Evans and Daniels on 7 points for the Phoenix. Will Neighbour leaving away with 9
Neighbour
points.
for 3, and it's good.
Make that 12.
And Will Neighbour carries on his hot streak here, knocking down the 3-point shot.
It's definitely the hot guy for the Phoenix. They definitely keep looking for him.
Both teams will be desperate to take the lead into the half, with a huge free from Neighbour there to help Cheshire. Good defence from Jamel Anderson there.
King nearly lost it, got it back.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Bristol.
Great hustle by the Phoenix. Phoenix ball.
Phoenix
great
ball.
hustle by the Phoenix.
1 minute to go. The score is 34 to Cheshire, 29 to Bristol. And another timeout called there.
Smart, he's going to be looking hopefully for Neighbour or Daniels maybe on this one.
And Neighbour came straight in there on the substitution and knocked down the 3-point shot, giving Cheshire a 5-point lead there.
definitely got the hot hand for the Phoenix this evening.
And I think both teams now will be looking to try and limit turnovers, slow the ball down a little bit, get into the half-court set. Neither team has looked to really push transition points, so they'll be looking to limit the turnovers as much as possible.
Absolutely. So if you're Ben Thomas, what are you drawing up now, Rich?
Well, if it's me, I'm going straight to Will Neighbour for another 3-point shot and really see if we can get Will Neighbour heating up. He's had the hot hand in the first half here, and I cannot see him slowing down. He's definitely a confidence player, and when he's on, he's on. And Bristol come out again with that small lineup, looking to make switches on the screens and pressure the ball. Cheshire ball, sideline ball. And for the score at home, it is 34 to Cheshire, 29 to Bristol, with 1 minute to play in the second quarter.
Evans, there's Neighbour again.
There's Neighbour again, and they drew it up again. Will Neighbour can't convert this time, but a very good look for Cheshire again.
So the last 45 seconds of the second quarter.
Tough 3-point shot there.
King with the rebound now, another offensive rebound for Bristol.
Offensive rebound and a great put back there.
Great take by King.
From King.
And
the pressure comes from Bristol,
Phoenix,
forcing a turnover. King again with a right-handed layup, and that's 4 quick points for Bristol, and they're back in the game. 34 to Cheshire, 33 to Bristol, with 20 left to play. And both teams again will be looking to take the lead into the half-time, but the momentum here in the last 20 seconds is certainly with Bristol.
So
Cheshire slowing it down, looking for the last shot of the game. Daniel's looking to go inside to Jamal. Gets the ball to Jamal with a tough turnaround and
just
unable
short
to convert.
So that's half time. Phoenix 34, Flyers 33. Here at Ellesmere Sports Village.
And a very tight matchup here between Bristol and Cheshire. So just for your home, you can see the score there. Cheshire 34, Bristol 33 in a very tight game. Cheshire take a 1-point lead into the locker rooms at half time. Anything to note there, Phil, in that first half?
Well, Will Neighbour's shooting, been a standout for the Phoenix. Bristol are going to have to respect him in the second half, because if he carries on like this, then he's going to be in for a long night.
And in terms of Bristol, in the first quarter there, they went to Bell. Bell had the hot hand, and they didn't seem to go back to him in the second quarter there. They tried to force the issue with him on the sort of smaller matchup that they had, him being guarded by Tajay or Big Mike or Will, but with limited success there. So I'm sure they'll reevaluate that going into the locker room.
Absolutely.
And we'll leave that there, and we will come back to you for the third quarter.
The shot clock on extra pass to Nelson for 3. Big shot inside Nelson for the triple. Sheffield at 12.
I do believe this will be a huge upset and a great start as well for the Scorchers.
Oh, what a 3 for Paddy and Wang. Another highlight play. I blew.
Ball into Mackenzie. Here is Thornton. Skips inside to Nelson Henry. The lefty lay-in is good.
Very often up high. 8 seconds on the shot clock into the pick and roll play. Marcus Evans for 3. Oh, Marcus Evans! Big shot from outside.
That's when that works. When you've got 2 big men playing at the same time, that's when you got the advantage. They capitalise on it there.
Hamlet gets this big fella up in the air and drops it in 4 wide to the lines.
Beautiful. Intelligent move from Hamlet. He knew the sign was against him. Contested the shot. As cool as you like, the up and under.
Top block down to 10. Mike Miller has got a mismatch with Adekoya. What a move from Mike Miller!
Oh, lovely!
nonsense. Second time that ball has got stuck.
See him on the replay.
Get off the ball first. And Soko right down the middle with a crush and, well, what a start for the Lions.
Okay, no new entrants onto the floor, please. Competition is now closed. No new entrants. The players will be back out soon. If you're in the line, you should get your turn, but no new entrants. Remember, if you miss, can you make your way back to your seat? No new entrants, please. Gotta speed it up. Remember, if you miss, please go back to your seat. If you make it, stay on the floor.
I'm joined here by Coach Ben Thomas. Coach, a tightly contested game there in the first half, taking a 1-point lead into the half. What are the keys to extending the lead here?
Yeah, I mean, look, defensively we're playing very well. We're doing a lot of things right, but they're killing us on the glass. I think they had 7 offensive rebounds that half. Luckily for us, they're not producing anything from it right now, but if we don't do something about that, then that can hurt us. Offensively, we're getting some real good looks at the basket. I'm pretty happy with our overall performance, but like I say, defensively, those rebounds, we've got to make sure we secure the ball.
Great stuff. Thanks, Coach. Okay, so talking of stats, let's take a look at some of the half-time stats there.
I think the biggest thing for me at the moment is Cheshire with the 19 bench points to Bristol's 4.
Yeah, that's a huge stat there. A real good productivity from Cheshire's bench there, which is something that they've really struggled with in some previous games. So Coach Thomas will be really happy with that. Yeah, and obviously Will Neighbours 12 points is contributing a lot to that. But yeah, Bristol need to look some other options. So Bristol here, Bell is on 14 points. So I stand corrected on my finishing statement there for the first half. Bell has carried on with the hot hand even into the second quarter with a really sky-high 17 efficiency points there. So Bell is clearly their main guy here on offense, and they'll be looking to go with him there. Yeah. We've got VJ King on 5 points, which is relatively low scoring for him. I'm sure Cheshire and Coach Thomas will be happy with that. Bristol will be looking to get the ball in VJ King's hands a little bit more this half and trying to see his productivity go higher. Absolutely. And this what we spoke about before, obviously Bristol's aggressiveness on the rebounding. They're leading 20 on the boards to Phoenix's 13. Yeah, and that's something there that Coach Thomas just spoke about with myself here. Getting beat on the boards, and Cheshire really need to focus on boxing out here and stopping them from getting second and third chances on the boards. That'll be a really decider in this game, which is a close game, and really for both teams they'll only want to limit each team to only 1 attempt per offence. Absolutely. I think another thing that stands out for me is the 3-point percentage. Phoenix shooting 37.5 to Bristol's 25%, so the struggles at the 3-point line continue for the Flyers. Absolutely, and lastly, turnovers for both teams. Bristol with 14, Cheshire with 8. That's 22 turnovers between the two teams in one half, which is obviously very high. I think that is a little bit credit due to the defense of both teams and the defensive intensity, pressuring the ball, trying to force turnovers. But I think both coaches will be wanting to limit that and try and bring those numbers down in the second half. Yeah, absolutely. They're looking for big second halves now from Larry Austin, Big Mike, and also for the Flyers, you're looking at King. He's going to want to get to the basket more, as well as to Delpesh. Yeah, so should be in for a good Mike second Miller half. There with 4 points and 5 assists, so he'll be looking to build on that also. And Anderson as well. He's been quiet in the first half, but expect him to erupt at any point. And now the team's making their way onto the court. And it looks like both teams have gone back to the starting fives who started the game, with Delpesh coming on for Bristol and Mike Otorobia coming on for Cheshire. It's a great matchup there, Big Mike and Delpesh, Otorobia. Look for those two battling at the basket. So Flyers start, Miller with the ball. Miller looking to take control of the offence. From the Flyers now, I'm looking to get a quick basket. High pick and roll into Delpesh. Can't collect. Another turnover from Bristol, and Cheshire are outrunning. Jamel with the ball in his hand. Over to Evans. Evans drives to the basket. Cuts through the paint. Fantastic left-hand layup from Evans there. And that's something that him and Larry Austin, as we've said previously, are so good at getting into the paint, cutting through the defence and finishing at the rim. Absolutely. Almost another turnover there from Jamel. Great pressure, great defence from Jamel Anderson. Great hustle. Bristol looking to settle into the offence now. So Phoenix with a 3-point lead. Looking to go straight to Bell for free, and he knocks it down. And Bell already with a 3-point shot. 17 personal for Bell going into the first minute of the third quarter. So he's heating up again. And I'm sure Cheshire will be looking to try and limit Bell's touches on offence here. Absolutely, that's a huge shot for the Flyers. Gets them back into the game, all square now. Jamel Anson on the ball, looking to go inside, turnover.
And a foul.
And the turnovers already here, Bill, 3 turnovers between both teams, and the coaches must be wondering how they can slow these turnovers down and try and get both teams to settle into the offence.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they just need to slow it down on the offensive end and run the sets.
Miller bringing the ball up for Bristol. Another high pick and roll with Delpesh. Straight into the paint take. And a straight, easy right-hand layup for Miller there. And that's too easy on defence for Cheshire, but Bristol will take that all day with Miller with an easy right-hand layup.
The Flyers take the lead, up by 2 points this third quarter.
38 to Bristol, 36 to Cheshire. Pick and roll with
Larry Austin
Jr. and Otterobia. Reverses the ball to Jamel Anson for 3, no good.
I think one thing we noticed there, no one's crashing the offensive boards for the Phoenix, so...
Yep, 4 guys from Bristol all surrounding the ball there, and not one offensive rebound for Cheshire. And that's a tough 3-point shot there.
Phoenix with the rebound, Anderson brings it up. Larry Austin's off to the races.
No good, Jamel backs it back out, sets up a half-court offense here with Evans.
High pick and roll, Otterobia and Evans, look for him to roll, which he does. Teague's wide open.
Great ball movement from Cheshire, fantastic extra pass. Austin Jr. can't knock down the open 3. It's a good offense from Cheshire.
Phoenix
Bristol looking to advance with Bell here.
Yeah, the Phoenix need to just play defense now, get the ball back.
Quick 3 for Bristol, no good. Otterobia with the rebound. Evans brings the ball up for Cheshire, and the score 38 for Bristol, 36 for Cheshire. Evans into the paint, guarded by Delpesh. Looking to take him off the dribble. That's a great mid-range 2-point shot from Marcus Evans, and he's so good at that, taking advantage of the mismatch and getting a shot.
It's a great shot by Evans.
Delpesh backs his way into the paint against Otterobia, no good on the left-hand layup. And Cheshire out again on the fast break.
Teague with the ball, is he thinking about the shot? Drives to the basket, spin
Teague
move.
shaking and baking.
Great defense by Delpesh and the Flyers. End line ball for the Phoenix.
And a nice move there from Teague, but I'm sure Coach Thomas will not want the ball in Teague's hand there all the time.
Absolutely.
He'll want the ball to move and try and get the open shot. Evans, a lovely mid-range floater off the backboard there from Evans. And that's 4 quick points for Marcus Evans here in the third quarter. Cheshire go up 40 to 38.
Flyers trying to reply. No good. King with the basket. Last touch by Evans, so it's going to be a Flyers end line ball. I think that's one thing with the Flyers, they look for a quick reply, don't they?
Yeah, they're trying to get the ball much quicker down the floor. I think in the first half there, they were setting up in the half court and trying to run plays, and they've clearly come out here trying to get some transition points in.
So Bell wide open again, it's not good.
Bell knocks it down again, and that's his 20th personal as he knocks down another 3, and he's got the hot hand here in the Ellesmere Port Sports Village.
Puts the Flyers up by 1 point, 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
41 to Bristol, 40 to Cheshire.
Evans again looking to drive.
Evans looking to reply. Passes into Ben Mike. It's a tough pass, low pass to Mike. Can't collect.
Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a Flyers ball. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't be passing to his feet.
Bristol making some changes here. Delpesh goes out for Smith. And Mahan goes out. Miller on the ball now. That's a lovely pass inside to Smith. Fantastic pick and roll execution there from Bristol.
Smith
and a lovely pass from Miller. That makes the score 43 to Bristol, 40 to Cheshire, and both teams trading points here. Neither team able to hold the lead for very long, and Will Neighbour checks into the game for Otterobia. And again, Bristol going with that smaller lineup with Smith at their only real big on the court. So Coach Thomas pulls Otterobia out and puts Neighbour in the game.
Yeah, that's a great move by Ben, but again now Neighbour has the mismatch.
And they're starting to double team
Neighbour by Austin.
Post. And that's fantastic take from Austin Jr. finishing in traffic. And the double team there, Phil, coming on Will Neighbour, and that's what happens when someone's got the hot hand like Will Neighbour. He can post up, he can shoot They're going to send double teams down to him in the post, and Will can easily pass out because he's got the height advantage for an easy layup for Austin Jr.
And credit to Larry as well, like he's obviously seen that and cut to the basket.
Yeah, and that's it. And Bristol, quick reply there. So just for you at home, the score is 45 to Bristol, 42 to Cheshire, and it's end to end here at the Ellesmere Port Sports Village.
So Evans with the ball, looking for Neighbour. Tough D by the Flyers.
And they're looking to go inside to Jamal, smaller matchup. Kicks out to Neighbour.
4 seconds on the shot clock. 3, 2.
Cheshire need to get a shot up. Evans gets it up. No good. Austin Jr. trying to get the offensive rebound. Bristol advance the ball. So apologies again for you watching at home here. We've got some technical difficulties with the score, so myself and Phil will continue to read out the score to you. So it is 45 to Bristol, 42 to Cheshire, with 4 minutes 27 remaining in the third quarter here.
So Flyers at the line. Evans just picked up his second foul. King makes the first.
And King will be looking to get himself involved in the game. He's been relatively quiet to his own standards. He's 10th in the league in scoring, so he'll be looking to get more involved as this quarter and the fourth quarter go on.
Absolutely, those 2 free throws will help.
And now we see Bristol with a press here, and Cheshire looking to break the press and get the ball over to the half court.
So Flyers with the 5-point lead with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Austin drives to the basket.
Foul called on Smith.
It's a good drive by Larry.
And Larry getting into the paint again, looking to convert. He'll go to the line for 2.
Phoenix need these 2 free throws now.
Cheshire making subs. Marcus Evans going out. Lloyd Daniels coming in, and Lloyd Daniels, Phil, was very productive there in the first half, and he'll be looking to extend on that in this quarter.
Yeah, definitely. I think if I'm the Phoenix, I'll be wanting to look for him to get him an early shot, try and get his confidence up and carry on where he left off in the first.
Larry knocks down the first. That makes the score Cheshire 43, Bristol 47. I
think the Flyers will be wanting to get this ball in quickly and attack.
Larry knocks down the second, so the score is 47 to Bristol Flyers, 44 to the Cheshire Phoenix. 3-point game here. And Miller advances the ball straight down, and that's too easy for Miller there with an easy lay-in.
Just as we mentioned, like I said, the Flyers obviously looking to get the quick basket on the reply. And
yeah, Coach Kapoulis must have spoken half-time about Bristol not having much transition and not trying to slow the ball down, trying to get it up the court quick. Jamel Anson caught. It's a tough move, tough shot, gets his own rebound.
Daniels is wide open, Phoenix haven't noticed it. So Phoenix reset, Austin with the ball. Guarded by Miller. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Austin needs
a great move from LA there. And that's what he does best. Dribbling the ball downhill into the defence, cuts through the defence into the paint for a layup.
It's a great take, and that's what we said to look out for Larry Austin in the second half. He'll be being more aggressive.
Miller now.
Turnover Flyers, Larry Austin's on the break.
Can't convert.
Anderson, great hustle by Jamel.
Jump ball called.
So great defense by the Phoenix, great hustle by Anderson to get the offensive rebound. Phoenix get to reset. So Teague with the ball, over to Austin. Watson Gale, tough do. Daniels makes some space.
It's a tough shot from Lloyd Daniels. He's come in there in the game, and he's already making an impact there with a very tough, long 2-point shot there.
That's what we said, get the early shot, and Daniels increases confidence, and he takes it to 9
points. Watson Gale with a tough 3-point shot, no good. Scrambling for the rebound. Cheshire basketball. The score is 49 to Bristol, 48 to Cheshire, with 2 minutes 34 to go. Cheshire making a sub here, Tajay T coming out, and Maceo Jack coming back into the game.
I think one thing we need to notice as well for the Phoenix, they're still down, we're still missing a player, David Ulf. Obviously, with that injury, when he comes back again, it's just going to be more options for the Phoenix.
Yeah. It's a good observation there, Phil, and good for the rotations for Cheshire as well. Larry Austin with the ball here.
So going into the last 2 minutes of the third quarter.
1 point game. Jamel for free. Short, no good.
Out of bounds off the Flyers player though, Watson Gale.
Watson Gale fell on the rebound there. He's pleading with the referees, thinks he was pushed. It's a no call, so that's going to be a Cheshire ball on the end line.
Timeout Phoenix.
Timeout Cheshire Phoenix. And a 1 point game here, Phil. And in terms of Bristol, the changes they've made at the half, they're clearly trying to push the ball in transition for some quick points and get the ball into the hands of their scorers.
Definitely, it's definitely a run and gun mentality for the Flyers, but it's working so far. So Flyers 49, Phoenix 48, 2 minutes 11 left in the third quarter.
And both coaches here in the timeouts will still be talking about turnovers, trying to slow the ball down, trying not to give the ball up and giving the other team easy transition baskets.
So for the Phoenix, Evans is leading the scoring with 13 personal. And then for the Flyers, we've got Bell on 18.
So Bell's on 18 points there. I apologise, I thought he had 20. I did say my maths wasn't very good at the start of the game.
So Phoenix back out on the court with Neighbour, Austin, Jack, Daniels and Anderson.
And Bristol here and Coach Kapoor is clearly looking to carry on with the smaller lineup and really push and transition and get the ball up the court quickly. There's a quick shot of the scoreboard for you there at home. So Bristol 49, Cheshire 48, a 1 point game with 2 minutes 10 to play.
Anderson with the ball for the Phoenix. Gives it over to Neighbour. Gives it to Daniels. Daniels looking to attack the basket again, which he's doing great.
Very aggressive there from Daniels. That's what Coach Thomas wants to see from Lloyd Daniels there. Forces the foul.
That's what he can do as well. He can get to the basket. He creates space.
And that's 4 fouls there
on Smith. Delpesh comes back into the game. That's
Leslie Smith on 4 personals. He's gone to the bench.
Larry.
Austin Jr. cuts into the paint for a tough right-hand layup. And again, Larry doing what he does best. Gets to the paint, gets to the bucket for an easy layup.
Great take by Austin there.
That makes the score 50 to Cheshire, 49 to Bristol. So both teams trading leads here. Neither team can seem to keep hold of the lead for very long.
Samuels against Daniels, takes it to the basket past
Samuels
Neighbour. Great block by Neighbour.
Blocks. Great block from Will Neighbour there.
Great help side defence by Will Neighbour.
And a shot clock violation for Bristol. Another turnover. Cheshire forced shot clock violation.
Great hustle by the Phoenix there.
And the crowd here at Ellesmere Port Sports Village really getting behind Cheshire now. Trying to get them to extend on this 1 point lead. 1 minute 22 to play.
Watson Gale tough day on Austin.
Austin Jr. now gets back into the paint. Tough finish from Larry Austin, and again manages to get to the paint for a tough finish.
Great take. Flyers don't have an answer for Austin at the minute.
Bristol need to try and stop Larry penetrating to the paint.
If I'm Larry Austin, I'm going to be driving every single time as well until I do get stopped.
Yeah. And now Bristol looking to go inside to Delpesh, and this is a different look here with Delpesh on the floor for Bristol. As you've seen when he was subbed out and they went for the smaller 5, they're looking to push in transition and really try and penetrate.
So foul on the floor, fouls on Larry Austin. It's going to be an end line ball to the Flyers. Stop and play here for
now there seems to be some sort of confusion with the fouls here.
So Evans back in for the Phoenix, Miller and Mahan back in for the Flyers.
Larry Austin sits down with a fantastic third quarter there.
And King and Samuels take a rest for the Flyers.
Coach Thomas will be looking to rest Austin now for the fourth quarter.
Great third quarter by Larry. So 12 points personal for Larry Austin.
So just a delaying game here with some confusion over the scoreboard at personal fouls. They're looking to get that sorted. And we're back live. Miller on the ball, looking to make something happen for Bristol, and he gets straight to the basket for a right-hand layup.
Great take from Miller, great screen by Delpeche.
And neither team here can seem to stop penetration from the point guards getting to the basket for the easy layups.
So that layup just takes the Flyers down by 1. It's 52 to the Phoenix, 51 to the Flyers with 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Cheshire looking to go with a 5 out here. Jamel posts up, guarded by King. It's a tough matchup. Great take from Jamel Anderson. Fantastic move for the right-hand hook for an easy 2. 54 Cheshire, 51 Bristol with 12 seconds left to go here. Bristol looking to take the last shot. Coach Kapoulis trying to get him to run a set. High pick and roll with Delpeche. Watson Gale still on the ball, can't find anything. Finds Bell for free. No good. And Bristol got a good look there with their hot hand Bell, but they just couldn't convert.
So at the end of the third, it's 54 to the Phoenix, 51 to the Flyers. Still no team can go ahead.
And there's the score for you there. Cheshire Phoenix 54, Bristol Flyers 51. And now we've got the famous Chuck-a-Duck here in Ellesmere Sports Village.
Watch out for those ducks, Rich.
If you're Coach Thomas here, Phil, 3-point lead going into the fourth, what does Cheshire need to do to extend on this lead?
I think they need to carry on with the defence, the way they're playing, the hustle. They need to notice the hot hand. Larry Austin, when he's back in, I think we need to go to him more so. And know where the outside shooters are, Daniels and Neighbour.
Yep, I think they'll definitely be looking for Larry and Marcus to keep trying to get to the rim for the easy layups. And in terms of Bristol, I think they'll be looking to have carry on with the success they had with the smaller lineup, trying to push the ball in transition, trying to get Miller on the ball and trying to find the hot hands in Bell and trying to get King involved in the game also.
Yeah, absolutely. Bell and Miller at the moment are the factors for Bristol. They're keeping them in the game.
So here we see the last 3 plays here for Cheshire.
Daniels.
Lloyd Daniels with the step back jump shot.
Creating the space.
Bucket.
And this is the issue at the moment for the Flyers. Larry Austin getting to the basket, drawing the contact. Could have got a foul there possibly.
No call from the refs. And again, Larry Austin getting into the paint. Strong finish over the bigger defender in Delpeche and manages to convert.
There's Anderson with a tough take into the middle of the basket.
Tough spin, right hand hook, right under the basket, and you can see Coach Kapoulis' disappointment there in his defence. Too easy. And now here we go again with Miller bringing the ball up for Bristol.
So Ocherobia back in the game for Anderson.
And expect to see the defensive pressure really pick up here for both teams going into the fourth.
Delpeche.
Straight inside to Delpeche with the left hook, can't convert.
Phoenix with the rebound, Evans
Maceo Jack with the rebound. And they're looking to go 2 game with Neighbour and Evans. Neighbour on the high post looking to go high-low with Mike Ocherobia. Will Neighbour here. And that's a foul call. Coach Thomas screaming at the referees for a foul call. It's going to be an end-line ball for Cheshire. And I think Cheshire are going to look for that matchup. Will Neighbour, easily 6'10", trying to take advantage of his height, backing the defender down into that jump shot fadeaway that he's so good at.
So Daniel to inbound, gives it out to Ocherobia, over to Jack.
Maceo Jack looking to get
drives
to the basket
with the left hand.
Can't convert.
Great hustle.
Ocherobia almost with the rebound. Bristol on the way down.
Watson Gale over to Mayhem.
Mayhem no good with the free. To scramble for the rebound. Bristol come up with it.
Another rebound for Bristol.
King with the ball. That's a tough fadeaway two there from King.
It's a big shot by King.
And that'll try and get him involved in the game now. His confidence will be through the roof with that.
So Phoenix be looking for a reply now. Miller on Evans.
Cheshire looking to go with trying to get the ball into neighbours' hands as much as possible. Maceo Jack on the ball here.
3 seconds on the shot clock, need to do something.
Ball in the hands of Otterobia for a long two. Not really the shot they want out of the offence for their big man Otterobia, taking a long two there. King in transition, trying to get to the basket.
Trying to draw the foul.
To no call from the referees. King asking for the foul.
Evans pushing it up. So we've got a 1 point game here at the Sports Village. It's the Phoenix 54, Flyers 53, 8 minutes 16 seconds left on the clock in the final quarter.
And as you can see there from the scoreboard, neither team able to extend on this lead, and it's still a very close game here. Maceo Jack going out, Austin Jr. coming back in.
So if I'm the Phoenix, I'll be looking to get Larry open looks to the basket.
And straight away Larry looking to come off that pick and roll and get into the paint. Marcus Evans.
It's a great take by Evans.
That's a fantastic take from Marcus Evans. Spinning and weaving into the paint, avoiding the defence for a right-hand layup.
Gives the Phoenix a 3 point lead. Mahan trying to reply, doesn't go.
No reply from Bristol.
Phoenix
and
are on the run.
Cheshire are out in transition. Daniels. Easy layup. Coach Kapoulis calls timeout. And that's a 5 point lead here for Cheshire Goat with 7 minutes 48 remaining. 58 to Cheshire Phoenix, 53 to Bristol Flyers. Coach Kapoulis with the timeout, not happy with his team's defence, and that's too easy for Cheshire Phoenix. 2 transition baskets, 2 layups. So let's have a look at those last 2 plays. Marcus Evans spinning and weaving, creating the contact with a tough right hand finish there.
And then Daniels again, gets the defender in the air. Great take, takes him up to 11 points personal.
And as you can see on the screen now, the kids here at the Asminport Sports Village getting involved with the foam hands and pom-poms.
So if you're the Flyers coach, what are you going to be saying to them, Rich?
I think Bristol need to look after the ball more. They have to get the ball into the hands of their scorers. You've seen Mayhem there take two quick shots in the offence with no succession. I think they're going to want to get the ball into Miller's hands, into Bell's hands and into King's hands. And if they're going to lose the game, they're going to lose the game with them taking the shots.
So Watson Gale to inbound. Phoenix still in that full court pressure.
And there's another small delay here as they're trying to figure out.
So the score is 58 points to the Phoenix, 53 to the Flyers, 7 minutes 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Flyers to inbound the ball.
And we're off. Miller with the ball, looking to advance.
Pressure by Evans.
It's great defence from Evans, trying to take Bristol out of their offensive sets. And again, a high pick and roll with Del Pesh. Miller trying to get into the paint. Good hands from Neighbour. Really good hands from Neighbour for the steal. Larry Austin Jr. is off at the races. And one from Austin Jr. Fantastic right hand finish there. And that is incredible defence from Cheshire into transition offence. Will Neighbour with the steal straight into Austin Jr. off to the races for a tough hand-on finish.
I think the Flyers were looking for Bell there, but obviously Neighbour broke it down. As you can see, Larry Austin taking it strong to the basket, gets the foul.
And one. Austin Jr. looking to convert one here from the foul line. And again, Phil, Bristol with turnovers really fueling Cheshire's transition, and Austin Jr. misses the free throw.
So the score, 60 points to the Phoenix, 53 to the Flyers. Just over 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Miller again, looking for Bell.
Watson Gale on the ball. Pick and roll with Bell. And Bristol really looking to get their scorers
Gale
involved.
all the way to the basket.
And that's a tough take. It's a really tough take from Watson Gale. Cuts all the way into the paint for the right-hand layup.
5-point game. Phoenix are up.
Cheshire looking to go inside to Neighbour.
Evans again.
Tough take. And Ocherobia with the follow-up for an easy 2. And Evans there really having success getting to the basket, cutting through the defence, shaking and baking, taking it to the rack. Ocherobia follows.
Yeah. Credit to Big Mike, yeah. Credit to Big Mike there on the follow.
Miller.
Long 2.
No good. Ocherobia with the rebound. Miller's holding his head there, not quite sure what happened, but Cheshire come up with the ball. 62 to Cheshire, 55 to Bristol. 6 minutes to play here.
Larry Austin with the turnover.
And a foul there, unsportsmanlike foul there from Will Neighbour.
So that's going to be 2 shots in possession to the Flyers. So here's the replay on Miller, the head injury. I think he just took an elbow, didn't he, from Larry?
No call from the referee. Here's the turnover. King shooting the passing lane, getting in the passing lane, coming up with the ball, and then a foul on Will Neighbour for the unsportsmanlike.
So King makes his first free throw. Hopefully make the second. She does.
King converts both from the line. That's exactly what Bristol want.
So Flyers ball, 5 minutes 56 left in the fourth. Phoenix are up by 6 points, 62-56. Watson Gale on the ball, another high screen by Del Pesh. Watson Gale goes for the free, no good. Rebound Phoenix.
Can't come up with the rebound, but he tips it out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Bristol ball. And we've got a timeout here.
Flyers timeout.
Coach Kapoulis looking to draw something up, trying to get a bucket here with a end line out of bounds ball. And if you're Coach Kapoulis here, who are you trying to get the ball to for Bristol?
I think it's going to have to be Bell. I think they've been trying to look for him on the past 2 offences as well, but obviously the breakdown in the offence, but he's had that first 3-pointer at the start of the fourth and he's been quiet since, so I'll be looking to get Bell another shot.
Watson Gale looking lively for Bristol, and King also getting himself involved in the game now, so Bristol have got a few options here they'll be looking to get the ball to.
So score is Phoenix 62, Flyers 56, 5 minutes 44 left in the fourth quarter.
And again, we apologise for the technical difficulties with the score. We will continue to read out the score to you as the game gets closer to the end. And in terms of what Cheshire will be looking for, they'll be looking again to keep the ball out of Bell's hands and trying to force the other players on Bristol to beat them.
Absolutely. And I look out for Del Pesh as well. I mean, he's been quiet this second half as well, so
yeah, credit to Ocherobia. Yeah. Tough defence inside. That's what he's there to do.
Flyers struggling to inbound.
Larry Austin Jr. gets a hand on the ball, forces the turnover. Cheshire basketball.
Great defence from Larry there.
Coach Kapoulis not happy with that, with the way Bristol ran that play. He's just drawn up. Bristol forcing the pressure.
That's one thing I've noticed. Neither team has given up on the full court press the whole game.
Yeah, that's a great point. Both teams continue with the full court pressure.
So Daniels with the ball over to Austin.
Larry Austin trying to get to the rim. Teague with a tough 3-point shot. No good. Watson Gale comes up the rebound and Bristol are off in transition. Bell.
Blocked by Teague. Great block by Teague.
Teague makes up with it for the block, but then fouls on the way down.
Bell was fouled on the rebound, going back up, so be 2 shots for him.
And just to look at some of the scores from across the league, Plymouth beat Surrey 91-68. London Lions beat Manchester Giants 91-83. Sheffield Sharks 87-62 against Newcastle Eagles. Caledonia beat Leicester Riders 89-81. That's 2 defeats early on in the season for Leicester already.
So Bell makes both free throws, brings it up to a 4-point game. 62 to the Phoenix, 58 to the Flyers. Just over 5 minutes left in the fourth.
Jamel Anderson getting ready to come back in here, check back into the game.
That's a great move by Ben to get him back in. His defensive energy and also his offensive.
Yeah. Evans dishes to Austin Jr. Austin Jr. trying to get to the rack again, no good.
Ocherobia, the only rebounder for the Phoenix.
Del Pesh comes up with the rebound for Bristol.
There's Bell getting to the basket. Trying to look for Del Pesh.
Falls into the hands of King, and King with the easy 2-point layup. And now we've got a 2-point game with 4 minutes 31 to go. 62 to Cheshire, 60 to Bristol. And a tight game again here. Neither team being able to get away from the other. And it's a turnover from Tajay Teague there. Little miscommunication between him and Lloyd Daniels on the backdoor cut. And Jamel Anderson checks back in for Lloyd Daniels.
So Phoenix gone to a half-court defence. Watson Gale bringing the ball up. I think if on the Flyers they need to score now. Stopping play for King, seems to have some blood on his head.
I think Bell with the cut on his, just above his right eye, bleeding, so he's going to have to come out and get that looked at.
Miller comes back into the game. I think the Flyers will be trying to get Bell straight back in the game once he's had that cleaned up.
Yeah, Bristol will be looking to get him straight back into the game as he's been their hot hand all game. So Bristol will be looking for Miller and King now. Try and bring him home.
Trying to find out
three. No good. Miller comes up with the offensive rebound.
Great rebound.
And resets the offense with a high pick and roll with Del Pesh. Miller can't get the ball to Del Pesh, but it goes out of bounds for a Bristol ball on the end line.
So the score, 62 to the Phoenix, 60 to the Flyers. Just under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Mayan can't convert the quick 2-point shot, but again Bristol come up with the offensive rebound, and they're getting 3-4 attempts here at every offense, and it's called the jump ball there. It looked like Mike Ocherobia there was surrounded by Bristol players, but the referee's called the jump ball. And here's a replay now. Look at the block by Tajay, and yep, looks like a jump ball. So it's a Cheshire ball here. Full court pressure from Bristol as they look to try and claw back this 2-point lead Cheshire have.
Watson Gale with the tough D again on Austin.
Larry Austin Jr. gets into the paint, finds Tajay free on the tough 2-point shot from Teague, no good. Ocherobia fighting for the boards, can't get it. Miller comes up with the ball, and Bristol advance into the transition offense. Miller coast to coast, can't convert. Tajay Teague comes up with the rebound, and now Austin Jr. is out and running. Almost turns it over, manages to get it back, and they've gone inside to Teague here. And a foul called, and a welcome foul call for Cheshire, so they can reset the offense. The score remains 62 to Cheshire, 60 to Bristol. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
That's King's second foul.
3:09 left to play in regulation.
So Evans to inbound, looking for Austin again. Watson Gale, a switch, so they've got a mismatch with Teague down low.
We'll go inside to Teague here.
4
Austin
seconds.
Jr.'s got to shoot it up for free and makes it. That's a huge 3-point shot from LA there.
It's a great shot by Larry.
And a timeout called from Bristol. 65 to Cheshire Phoenix, 60 to Bristol Flyers. And Larry Austin Jr. with a huge 3-point shot there with 2 minutes 54 remaining. Here we can see on the rebound, they go inside to Tajay Teague. They go to double team Tajay. kicks it out to Larry Austin Jr. with a huge 3-point shot there for Cheshire.
That takes Larry Austin up to 17 points personal.
You can see Delpesh comes for the double team. Everyone's looking at Tajay Teague with the mismatch. Tajay with the real smart pass out to Larry, and Larry for the knockdown three.
And we said it at half time, you have to watch out for Larry Austin. He had 2 points at the half. He's now on 17 points, so strong second half by Larry Austin.
Huge second half for Larry Austin Jr. there. As you can see the score there, Cheshire Phoenix 65, Bristol Flyers 60, 2 minutes 54 remaining.
Think of having the Phoenix as well now with Flyers on 4 team fouls. They want to be attacking every time they get, and that's what the beauty of having Larry Austin on your team gives you.
And Coach Thomas will be telling his players now they really need to look after this lead. Neither team's been able to keep hold of a lead, so Cheshire will be battling to keep hold of this 5-point lead and try and build on the cushion they've built for themselves.
Absolutely. From the Flyers, they need to get a score on this offense now.
Yeah, the momentum's definitely with Cheshire here, so Bristol will be looking to come up big and get some points on the board so they can climb back into this game.
And hopefully they can get Bell back in soon as well.
Yeah, Bristol still without Bell.
Watson Gale on the drive, kicks it out. Mahan for 3.
And he makes it. That's a huge reply for Bristol.
It's a massive shot by Mahan.
Mahan now with a huge 3-point shot. 65 to Cheshire, 63 to Bristol. And again, we're at a 2-point game with 2 minutes 27 left to play. Cheshire looking to go inside to Ocherobia. Ocherobia spins, right hook, comes up short. Bristol
Glasses.
Advance the ball to Delpesh. Some confusion with Cheshire.
Delpesh with the drive.
Foul called, and Delpesh will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think Mike was trying to get a pause in the play there because his glasses have come off.
Yeah, and that's sloppy communication and transition defence from Cheshire there, allowing Bristol to advance. And as you can see here on the replay, Mahan with the huge 3-point shot in reply to Larry Austin's
massive shot.
Delpesh now will go to the line, shoot 2 to tie the ball game.
Think if I'm the Phoenix now, I need to be watching out for Mahan because he's hit one now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mahan now will be looking to, his confidence will be high and he'll be looking to make another. Delpesh can't convert the first, can't convert the second, and we've still got a 2-point game, but it's an offensive rebound again for Bristol, and now they set up the offense once again. And Bristol here having continued success with offensive rebounds.
Mahan again.
Mahan again. Oh, it's an and one. It's an and one from 3. Mahan with a huge 3-point shot. And one, so he'll go to the line for the 4-point play.
Just as we said, Mahan again. Hits his first.
You called it, Phil. You called it. Mahan, confidence on the first 3-point shot he made. Huge second 3-point shot there, and the foul goes to the line. And all of a sudden, Bristol Flyers are 2 points in the lead. 67 to Bristol Flyers, 65 to Cheshire Phoenix with 1 minute 54 to play. An unbelievable play from Mahan there.
What a game. So Phoenix definitely need a reply now. Evans drives to the basket, looking to kick it out.
Tipped out of bounds. Remains Cheshire ball with 1 minute 43 to go. Neither team able to hold on to the lead.
Phoenix are in the penalty as well, so Flyers need to take advantage of that. Anderson with the strong drive to the basket, blocked by Delpesh.
Mike Ocherobia with the follow for a putback layup.
Huge
and
follow.
That's a huge follow from Ocherobia, and he's so good at that, following on the rebounds. Got a tie ball game, 67 to 67 with 1 minute 30 to play. And the noise in Ellesmere Port Sports Village getting louder and louder.
Drive. Does it go? Delpesh with the offensive board again.
Delpesh with the left.
And Delpesh another offensive rebound for Bristol. Punishes the Phoenix.
Offensive rebounds again there, Phil. Bristol continuing to force the offensive rebound. 69 to Bristol, 67 to Cheshire with 1 minute 10 to play.
Foul there by Mahan. That's going to put Larry Austin at the line for 2 shots.
Both teams in the penalty here, which means any team to commit a foul will now, the opposition will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. So both teams will be looking to penetrate, get to the basket and get the foul called.
2 massive shots here for Larry Austin.
Larry Austin converts the first. 68 to Cheshire, 69 to Bristol, 1 minute 10 to play. Larry Austin shooting to tie the ball game here.
What a second half he's had. 16 points in the second half for the Phoenix.
And offensive rebounds and turnovers are going to be huge for both teams here in the last minute.
Massive. Larry Austin ties the game up, 69 apiece, 1 minute 10 seconds left.
We've got a live one here, Phil. And the pressure now from Phoenix, trying to force the turnover. Both teams trying to advance the ball under huge pressure.
Just can't give away any sloppy fouls.
Watson Gale gets the ball over the half.
Any foul now is going to cost the team 2 free throws.
High pick and roll with Delpesh. Austin Jr. almost tries to go for the steal.
Watson Gale with the ball, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Flyers need a shot. Miller drives, pulls up, blocked by Anderson. What a block by Anderson!
Cheshire ball come up with it. Larry Austin Jr. 40 seconds to go here. We've got a tied game, and either team to score will be in a great position to take home the win.
Austin Evans for
Marcus
three.
Evans for a huge free. Can't convert.
Flyers get the rebound.
Bristol rebound. 26 seconds to go. They've got the shot clock. They need to get a shot off. Jamel Anson almost with a
great defense by Jamel there. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
18 seconds on the game clock. So Bristol need to get a shot off here. Neither team will want to foul and put the opposition on the line for an easy 2, which is very hard to do, Phil, when you're trying to create pressure on the ball and trying to disrupt the offense.
Absolutely.
Marcus Evans.
So Watson Gale's leaving it for the last shot. I think the Flyers going to try and get one last.
They've got 5, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Marcus Evans also can steal 1 second, and it's a shot clock violation. It's a shot clock violation here for Bristol. Fantastic defense from Cheshire Phoenix.
Great defense by the Phoenix there, not to give away a foul.
It's a Cheshire ball, tied ball game with 3.9 seconds remaining.
Who's your money on, Rich?
And I think there's a little confusion here on the game clock. The clock didn't stop quick enough after the shot clock violation, so I think they're going to add some time on here to the game clock. And Cheshire in an unbelievable position here after great defensive set, forcing the shot clock violation, looking to win the game on the last shot of the game here.
So if you're Coach Thomas, who's taking the last shot?
I think I'm going to sub on Will Neighbour, and I'm looking to find the open shot, either Evans, Will Neighbour or Larry Austin Jr. I don't think they need to settle for the 3-point shot. Of course, if it's open, they're going to take it, but get the ball into Austin Jr.'s or Evans' hand and attack the rim. Don't forget, both teams are in the bonus, so they cannot foul.
And that's what the Flyers are probably going to be emphasising in this timeout, not to foul. No quick, silly fouls. It's going to put the Phoenix at the line, especially Daniels, Evans or Neighbour. They're the ones you don't want at the line right now.
Absolutely. Bristol are going to be looking to give up a shot. If they're going to give up anything, they're going to give up the 3-point shot. They don't want any penetration. They cannot foul, so they're going to force a 3-point shot from Cheshire here. And on the flip side of that, Cheshire need to get to the rim, force a foul, force contact, and try and finish in traffic. And there you can see 3.9 seconds left, so they haven't added any time onto the clock. 3.9 seconds to go. 69-69 with the last play of the game here from Cheshire. So we've got Larry Austin Jr., Tajay Teague, Will Neighbour, Jamel Anderson and Lloyd Daniels for Cheshire.
So Bell's back in for the Flyers, along with Miller, King, Mahan and Delpesh. So 3.9 seconds on the clock. Phoenix
and all
ball.
screen is looking to go to Larry Austin Jr. here. Get the ball into Junior's hand. Austin Junior's hand is going straight to the basket. Turnover from Austin Jr. And we're going into overtime here in the Ellesmere Port Sports Village. That's overtime between Cheshire Phoenix and Bristol Flyers, 69-69. And we will see overtime.
Some free basketball at the Sports Village.
Incredible finish to the game there. Shot clock violation. You've got to say both teams there not executing in the finish there. A turnover from Bristol and a turnover from Cheshire with 3 seconds left to go.
Let's look at some highlights. The turnover by Bristol, the steal by Neighbour, giving it to Larry Austin in this take.
And this is the and one finish from Austin Jr. Huge finish there.
Huge play of the game.
Huge.
And for the Flyers, Watson Gale driving to the basket. Great take by Watson Gale there. And this is a Larry Austin three-pointer. What a second half he's had. Larry Austin carrying the Phoenix on his back right now. And again,
Teague recognises the double team straight out to Austin Jr. Doesn't hesitate. Bang. 3-point shot. That was a huge shot from Austin Jr. But only to be replied here by Mahan with a huge 3-point shot.
Exactly. Mahan got hot at the right time for the Flyers.
Yep, he's been struggling from 3-point, and again here Mahan catches, shoots. Huge reply for Bristol, and I think this is the and one 3-point shot from Mahan. Catches, he's feeling good, shoots, creates contact on the shot, makes the shot, goes to the line for the 4-point play.
So some notable stats from that first 4 quarters. Rebounds, Flyers 41, total rebounds to Phoenix's 29. Larry Austin leading the way for the Phoenix with 19 points. Thomas Bell leading the Flyers with 20 points personal.
And Bristol straight into Bell, and that's a huge left hook into the paint for Bell.
22 points for Bell.
And Bristol clearly looking to go back to Bell. He's got the hot hand.
So as we mentioned before as well, offensive rebounds. Flyers have 17 offensive rebounds to the Phoenix's 10 at the moment. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Neighbour has the ball, needs to put it up, which he does. Short shot, but great rebound again from Ocharobia.
And Phoenix will reset. And just to note on those rebounds, so that's 41 to Bristol and 29 to Cheshire.
Great take by Larry Austin.
Huge take from Austin Jr. No foul call. Gets the contact. He manages to convert anyway.
It's a great take from Larry Austin there. Again, drawing the contact, putting his body on the line and getting 2 points for the Phoenix.
71-71. Neither team able to keep hold of this lead. It's back and forth here in the Ellesmere Port Sports Village.
Here we go. And to inbound. Miller has the ball.
And both teams clearly looking to go to the hot hand.
Miller with the ball, 14 points personal, brings the ball up for the Flyers.
Delpesh now looks for King.
Great defense by Anderson there. King trying to make some space, which he does.
The crowd screaming for an offensive foul there. Knocking from King.
Ball, Larry Austin with
Austin
the hustle.
Jr. comes up with it. And Cheshire slow it down. Looking for a 2-man game with Neighbour and Evans. High-low there. Neighbour keeps hold of it. Quick jump shot, misses everything.
Neighbour was looking for the foul there.
Leading for the foul call. Doesn't get it, and it's Bristol ball.
Fair play to the Flyers though, they've respected that Will Neighbour's a shooter, and they've kept him to obviously his 12 points, which he had in the first half.
Yep, they've made adjustments and they're trying to force the ball out of his hands, absolutely. Watson Gale now bringing the ball up for Bristol.
Just need to try and stop Austin now. So again, a high pick from Delpesh with the roll. Miller with the ball, stopping the play.
Foul called on
Ocharobia.
On a hold call.
2 shots for the penalty.
Both teams still in the penalty, so that means Delpesh will go to the line for 2.
That's 4 fouls on Big Mike as well, so Phoenix are going to have to try and protect him now.
We'll be looking to Delpesh. Bristol will be looking to go inside to Delpesh here and try and force a foul on Mike Ocharobia. Can't convert, so it's still 71-71.
Still a tie game with just over 3 minutes left in the overtime period. Larry Austin again
crosses him up, looks for Will Neighbour. Will Neighbour doesn't shoot, reverses the ball Jamel Anderson looking to create off the dribble.
She does.
It's a tough.
Doesn't go. Great defense by the Flyers.
Defense, solid defense from Bristol there, and King coast to coast, can't convert. Offensive
Flyers
rebound again from Bristol, and Miller resets the offense.
Another offensive rebound from the Flyers.
And Kapoulis screaming at Miller to get it into Bell, and Bell with the and one, and that's why Coach Kapoulis wanted the ball into Bell. He's got the hot hand. He converts the layup for an and one 3-point play, going to the line to shoot one. And with 2 minutes 31 left to play, that's a huge play for Bristol. And Mike Miller there, able to recognise what his coach wants him to do. Passes straight into Bell, and Bell converts the layup.
That's Anderson's third foul.
Bell knocks down the foul throw for the 3-point play. So that's 74 to Bristol, 71 to Cheshire. 2 minutes 25 left to play in this game.
Larry Austin with the ball, trying to create something.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Cheshire need to get a shot
Anderson.
off. Jamel Anderson for a huge free, can't convert. Rebound Bristol, and no rebounders for Cheshire again on the offensive rebounds. Watson Gale brings the ball up for Bristol. And again, looking for Bell, looking for that mismatch on the defense, and that is a huge play from Bell.
It's a huge
spin
take by
move
Bell.
into the paint onto his favoured left hand for the left hand hook, converts, and Bell has been huge here with 5 quick points. 76 Bristol, 71 Cheshire. And here we go, you can see Bell with the spin move onto his left hand for a very tough finish on the left hook. And Bell single-handedly pushing Bristol into the lead here.
Absolutely. Credit as well to Watson Gale. I mean, he's had a tough task guarding Evans and Austin all game. He's been playing tough.
Yeah, he's tough D from Bristol all around here in the overtime. They've really made it difficult for Cheshire. And if you're Coach Thomas now, do you change the matchup with Bell and try and bring on a smaller matchup so they can keep up with Bell's foot speed? Or do you carry on with the taller players and try and create a mismatch down on the offensive end?
I think these next 30 seconds of this game are going to be crucial for Ben. So Bell's a problem at the minute, so I would be looking to maybe make a change. Yeah, so I think Bell is the problem at the minute for the Flyers. So if I am Coach Thomas, I'm going to be looking for...
And as you can see there, the best looking commentators in the game.
But yeah, I'd take my chances with Anderson on Bell right now.
Yep, and that's surely going to be the change they make, is Jamel guarding Bell, trying to make it tough for Bell to carry on scoring for Bristol. Cheshire ball in line. Larry Austin Jr. bringing the ball up for Cheshire.
Great defense again by Watson Gale.
And trying to get the ball into Neighbour's hand. Evans now.
Oh, Jamal gave up the shot there, looking for Austin.
Didn't reverse the ball, and now 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Phoenix
Evans has got to make something happen. Huge turnaround jump
Evans
shot, misses everything. I think Bristol got a tip on the ball there. Great defensive play from Bristol. Score remains 76 Bristol, 71 Cheshire with 1 minute 21 left to play. Bristol ball. And Watson Gale now slowing the play down, trying to use the clock to their advantage.
Evans went for the reach, so did Neighbour, and he got it, but
Neighbour tips it out of bounds.
Phoenix definitely need to stop now.
So as you can see here on the replay, shot clock running down. Evans has got to make something happen. Fantastic defense from Del Pesh. Just gets a tip on the ball. And there's a huge shot there from King, from BJ King. And he's been relatively quiet for his own standards, but that is a huge shot to put Bristol up 78-71. Larry Austin Jr. trying to make something happen. Can't get it to go.
Flyers ball.
Bristol ball with 58 to play. Here you can see the King replay now. Great pick from Del Pesh. Able to get his teammate free. VJ King catch and shoot.
And again, like Big Mike for the Phoenix, Del Pesh, he does all the things that don't show up on the stat sheet, but he's been everywhere this evening trying to create.
Yeah, always creating for his teammates. So now we have a 7-point lead for Bristol, 78 for Bristol, 71 for Cheshire. King on the ball for Bristol.
Phoenix trying to run down some of the Flyers trying to run down some of the clock.
Using that clock to advantage. Cheshire
Evans with the reach,
and
turnover.
Almost got a steal. Neighbour comes up with it and a foul called. And that's going to be 2 shots for Cheshire as both teams are in the penalty. The penalty here. So as you can see on the scoreboard, Bristol Flyers 78, Cheshire Phoenix 71, 36.6 seconds left to play, and Cheshire need these 2 shots from Will Neighbour here. And Neighbour, a great foul shooter, converts the first.
And this is great for Will Neighbour because in the next 36 seconds we might be needing Will to make a big shot.
Yeah, his confidence is going to go up. Seeing the ball go into the hoop at any point in the game, get your confidence up.
Neighbour goes to 14 points personal.
And he'll be looking to knock down another one.
Phoenix can't afford to foul now.
And we see a foul from Cheshire Phoenix to stop the clock, I imagine. Even though they're in the penalty, the clock is more valuable to them. Stop. So they will send Bristol to the line, and this is going to become, I would imagine, a battle of foul shots here for Bristol. If Bristol can knock down their foul shots, they will keep hold of their lead, and if they cannot convert, Cheshire will look to come back into the game.
Yeah, I think the Phoenix were unfortunate there. They were going for the steal, but obviously, like you said, they need to get the foul and stop the play.
And there you go, Miller can't convert the first, and already that looks like a smart play from Cheshire, stopping the clock, and they're going to get another look at an offence with no time gone on the clock. And can Miller convert? Yes, he does. He converts the second.
It's a 6-point ball game. Phoenix need a quick score.
And Larry Aston Jr. downhill.
All the way. That's a foul.
And Del Pesh called on the foul, and he...
It's a great take by Larry Austin there. Switching to his left hand.
And again, it's exactly what Cheshire want. Stopping the clock. They get 2 attempts here for 2 points.
That's 4 on Del Pesh.
And 4 fouls personal on Del Pesh.
Huge shots for Larry Austin.
Jr. looking to make this a 4-point game. Misses the first. He'll be looking to convert the second. And it will still be a 2-possession game for Cheshire. They'll be looking to foul immediately on the inbounds from Bristol. Got to knock this down. Wilson Jr. knocks it down, and Cheshire here will go for the steal immediately. If they cannot get it, they'll go straight into a foul. And there they go, stopping play. 27.6 left on the clock. Bristol Flyers 79, Cheshire Phoenix 74.
I think the foul was on Anderson.
And Cheshire now just hoping that Bristol can't convert the foul shots and give them an opportunity to get back in the game.
So King will be going to the line to shoot 2.
And I think I could just hear a glimpse of what Coach Thomas was telling his players there, asking them to go for the steal immediately, and if they don't get it, foul straight away and stop the clock.
It's the only option right now. And King converts the first shot.
VJ King converts the first. As cool as you like.
Puts the Flyers up by 6 points.
Converts the second. Huge 2 free throws from VJ King there. 81 Bristol, 74 Cheshire. And Cheshire running out of time now. They need a quick bucket. Jamel Anderson for free. Can't convert. And Bell comes up with the rebound. And it looks like Cheshire are going to let Bristol run the clock out here. And that looks like that's going to be the game. Bristol Flyers 81, Cheshire Phoenix 74 in a really tightly contested game. Bristol come out with the win.
What a game.
Fantastic game there.
Congratulations to the Flyers, commiserations to the Phoenix. Bristol with that win get to chase the Lions at the top of the table.
And Bristol take 1 for 1 on their away games this weekend. Cheshire unfortunately falling to 0-2 this weekend with 2 tough games, top of the table games. I think there's a lot of positives for Cheshire to take out of this game though, Phil. Defensively and offensively, they really battled with Bristol, who have been a top team so far in the start of this season. So I think there's a lot to take out of it for them.
Absolutely. Larry Austin today, superb, showing why he's one of the best guards in the world, one of the best players in the league. Lloyd Daniels coming off the bench, giving the Phoenix 11 quick points.
Yeah, Will Neighbour getting into rhythm, knocking down some shots. And great to see.
Maiko Tarobia, obviously doing the stuff that doesn't show up on a stat sheet, but he's a type of guy you want on your team. Who's gonna,
and battling.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Always battling inside. And for the Flyers again, obviously, great game from Thomas Bell. Mike Miller was outstanding. Like, hats off to Watson Gale. He had a tough task for the whole time he was on the court, either Gordon Evans or Larry Austin. And then Mahan, when they needed it, he stood up, he's showing up.
And Bristol as a team, so tough to keep off the offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. Just relentless on the offensive rebounds. 2, 3, 4 attempts at each offense really helps them get to put points up on the board.
And just some of the highlights now showing the Will Neighbour 3. Obviously Bristol turned the defensive plan over in the second half, and Neighbour wasn't able to get his shots off as he was in the first.
And if you had to pick a play of the game, Phil, what would it be?
Play of the game for me, I think obviously the drive, the and one by Larry Austin to give the Phoenix a slight lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was a huge play. And for me, I'd have to go with Bell for Bristol on the and one spin move in overtime that really cemented the lead for Bristol, and Cheshire couldn't get back into it from there.
Huge, definitely tonight's MVP of the game.
Yeah, huge game from Bell.
Hopefully the eye injury isn't too bad.
Okay, so that's it from myself and Phil. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for joining us here at the Ellesmere Port Sports Village, and we will see you again next time.
What's in a name? It's legacy, it's history, it's respect. And this season, names become legend. This is passion. This is power. This is our culture. This is Newcastle, Bristol, Caledonia, Sheffield, Plymouth, London, Manchester, Surrey, Cheshire, Leicester. This is basketball. So know our passion, our power, our culture. Know our name.